up, guys? Welcome back to Rusty Nuts Media. Today I'm working on Project Gewch. I'm just finishing up a couple small things here and there. This video is probably just going to be a couple random objects. We're not completing any big major tasks today. So what I'm looking at doing today, this is the factory turbo coolant pump. After you shut the car off, this runs coolant through the factory turbo. This aftermarket turbo is going to be non-coolant cooled, I guess you could say. So all this can come out of the car. Also, the ABS pump is coming out of the car. Most of the brake lines are actually coming out. I'm doing something a little bit different with the brakes. And then some of the evap components down here that I've still got to take out, all those are coming out also. So here we go. Now looking at the coolant pump, there's one plug on top. You can just unplug it, set it out of the way for now. There's a coolant line on the bottom that runs to the back of the block. This coolant line, I forget where most of these went, but basically you take all these lines off. There's one 10mm nut here and one 10mm nut right there. And this whole thing comes right off. Now moving on to the ABS pump, there are two lines in the front, here and here. These are 12mm to take those out, and then of course the four across the top, those are also 12mm. And then my car only has that one bolt right there, holding this entire bracket to the car. So I'm gonna take that off. Maybe unplug the computer. I've got to look up and see if I need to leave this in or not. I've seen some people leave it in when they delete theirs. So I'll kind of see what goes on with it. Now, if it's just a matter of if you unplug the computer, your brake light stays on, that's fine. That's not gonna bother me at all. I don't care if the light stays on. But if the car's not gonna run, then I'll have to leave it in there. So that's all I'm waiting to hear back on. All right, so we got the coolant pump off. We got the ABS pump off. We got all the brake lines actually off the car. Everything's cut out. Back here, everything is removed. So we've got plenty of room for the manifold, the turbo, all that stuff. So for the brakes, I'm actually gonna end up doing a brake line tuck. Running all new wires, or I say wires, running all new brake hoses through a little bit different routing than the factory had it, just to hide it, clean it up a little bit. And of course that'll be a video in itself later down the road, but for now, we've got everything out of the way. All right, another thing I was able to get done today, the harnesses in the car are installed. Everything is mounted and anchored where it goes. The only thing I have to do is strap these onto the harness bar back here, but that's not gonna take very long at all. And I'd like somebody to be over here with me so I can sit in the seat and kind of size myself up and they can tighten it down wherever it needs to be. So I'm gonna hold off on that until they get here, but as far as everything else, it's all installed, it's all correct, which is great. And then on the engine bay, I did mention I was gonna do a brake line tuck. So I'll be ordering some parts here and there for that and kind of measuring as I go. Of course, I'll let you guys know what I'm doing as I go. The coolant lines, I deleted a lot of coolant lines off of this car for the heater core, the coolant pump for the turbo, that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of caps that are gonna be going on here, so I gotta order some of those. Some vacuum line fittings. Basically today I'm just getting all the measurements of everything, all the thread sizes, all the pitches, everything like that. And I'm gonna put in an order soon and get the rest of that stuff. And then in the next video, hopefully we'll be installing a lot of the stuff, getting a little bit closer. And then once the turbo and manifold arrive here, we can throw those on, hook up the oil feed, the oil drain, and then start adding the downpipe that's gonna come out the hood somewhere. I'm not sure yet, I'll have to see when the turbo gets here. And other than that, it's just a couple little measurements I'm making today, some vacuum lines and stuff like that. So, if you like what we're doing so far, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button on this video right now. It really helps us out. The YouTube algorithm kind of looks that stuff up, all that good stuff. So, other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.